Ted and I met while we were in college. I played volleyball at a university 20 minutes from where he played baseball, and we met through mutual friends and then finally got the courage to hang out.
I was trying to get directions, and she gave me some directions that pretty much sounded a lot like, oh, it's right next to that place there, you just turn, and ended up getting lost.
And the rest has been history, and we've been kind of inseparable since.
So she'll always do like a random goofy thing. Sometimes one of the times when I first met her, like she tripped up the steps, or she'll get her words mixed up, and I'll kind of look at her and like, oh, you meant this, and she'll be like, yeah, I meant that, or she'll call something else by a different name, and it's a pretty good laugh.
My favorite part of him would probably be like his big heart. He has the biggest heart in the world.
She's always putting other people before her. Probably even today, she's putting other people before her. So she's got a heart. She's got a big old heart for everybody, and that's rubbed off on me quite a bit since we've been together. So
he's always willing to help others, but most of all, he's a huge support system to me, and he makes me feel like the luckiest girl in the world.
The first time I knew that she was the one and I was in some trouble was we took her dog Zoe on a walk, and she was like, oh yeah, we can let her off the leash when nobody else is here. Zoe behaves, the whole spiel. And so I was like, well, nobody's around, and she's like, I can let her off now. And so I let Zoe off the leash, and immediately, bam, she just took off straight through the woods. And I laughed for a minute, and then I realized that I had to go get Zoe back. She wasn't coming back. I think she was chasing like a squirrel or something. And that's kind of when I realized that it was for real. I told myself that, I'm like, wow. As we're kind of laughing how quick she took off, I kind of like glanced over, and that was the moment that I knew that I wanted to marry her one day.
I knew Ted was the one when I guess I could hang out with someone that long, first off, for starters. But we just had such a good connection that there was always laughing and good chemistry. But he always supported me through all my college games, didn't miss a single home game. So I thought that was huge to have a support system like that. And then he's helped me follow dreams and helped me accomplish things that I didn't even know I was capable of. So that's kind of when I knew that he's definitely somebody I need to keep around, that I was pretty lucky. Both in silence, why? 'Cause we both know I'll never be your lover. I only bring the heat.
Ted and Victoria, this day is made possible not only because of your love for each other, but through the grace and support of your family and friends. It is our hope that your fulfillment and joy in each other will increase with each passing year. Marriage is a commitment in life where two people can find and bring out the best in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal. Physical and emotional joining that has the promise of a lifetime. While the commitment begins with the two of you, its effects radiate outwards. It touches your family and friends and ultimately all of society. When this commitment is seriously made and continuously fulfilled, it leads to the richest and most rewarding of human relationships. Your relationship will take more than love. It will take trust, to know in your hearts that you want only for the best for each other. Ted and Victoria, today signifies the creation of a new home and a new family for both of you. May you be fulfilled by each other's love and friendship. May you be overjoyed by the promises you are about to make and the life together you will create.
So I wanted to start by telling a short story. One of the first times Zoe came to St. Louis, we took her on a walk down a trail by my parents' house. I'm not too familiar with dogs because I didn't grow up around them, but Victoria assured me Zoe can be let off the leash when no one is around and she'll behave. So I ended up taking the leash off, and immediately Zoe bolted through the woods. I laughed for a minute until I realized that she wasn't coming back, and we had to go walk through the woods to get her. I bring this story up because I knew right then and there that I loved you and I was going to one day marry you. When we traveled to San Francisco, I ended up talking to my mom about wanting to propose to you. I was talking to her and I was telling her that being with you just felt natural, as if I never had to get you to try to laugh or smile. I told her about a handful of times you made me laugh so hard, like the time you tripped up the stairs after telling me how athletic you are. But one of the biggest things I kept circling back to was how selfless you are, and how you always think of others first. This was a rather newer concept for me, and you always challenged me to be more selfless than the day before. I believe the actual words that I used were that you made me a better person, and that's someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. With all that being said, Victoria, I am taking a sacred vow today to be your rock when times get tough, the person you can look towards to provide for you and our family, and to be your faithful companion. This time I won't ask you to look in the water at the fish, but to look across this altar at me as your husband, who will love you till the day you die. I die.
Theodore, I stand in front of you with all of our closest friends and family as we conquer one of our biggest milestones in our life together. I promise to always respect you, love you, support you, and cherish you. From the day I've met you, there has never been a dull moment. From walking into stores and having you touch every single thing and knocking it over to the point we have people staring at us or pointing at a baby and saying, "Look at that potato head" in the store. All the way to being a helicopter parent to our dogs. I'm so thankful for all the laughs you bring into my life, but most of all, I couldn't ask for a better person to spend the rest of my life with you. You supported me since day one, pushed me to be the best I can be, helped me accomplish things I didn't even know I was capable of. You have always given me confidence and made me feel like the prettiest woman in the world. You remind me of how smart I am on the daily, minus of those times I need you as my spell check. One of the things I am most thankful for is your loving soul, hard work ethic, and how you go out of your way to always help others. For the rest of my life, I get to wake up next to someone who makes me want to be a better person every single day. You're always my biggest support and my biggest fan in my life. The father of our child, a police officer, and my husband. Every girl dreams of a fairy tale, and I have my own fairy tale right here with you. I can't wait to support you and be your biggest fan with all you still have to accomplish in this life. When I think of a father figure for my child, you're exactly it. I can't wait for them to have a dad who loves them and will help them grow into a respectful, loving person. But most of all, for them to have a dad who is their biggest fan. Hopefully get that gorgeous smile of yours, your brains, your caring heart, and of course your pitching arm. There's never a day where you don't light up my world. You always see the positive in every situation, whether it be good or bad. I've never met a more handsome guy who can pull off clothes that don't match sometimes. I promise to always respect you, care for you, love you, and listen through the good and the bad. Thank you for all that you've done for me and putting up with me, especially when I reach over and turn on the windshield wipers when I'm not even driving because a bug hit my side of the window. I know that one really irks you, but you always just smile at me. But most of all, thank you for loving my family and always being there. Thank you for letting me into your family, Mr. and Mrs. Rule, and always being there for Theodore and I, and for raising the man of my dreams. Thank you for teaching me what love is, for respecting me, always kissing me goodnight and good morning, and for being my rock, my support system, listening ear, my soulmate, and my comedian. Thank you for being my protector and for being you. I love you.
It is my honor now to pronounce you husband and wife. Ted, you may now kiss the bride.
You smile, there's a fire that ignites at the bottom of my heart. Ooh, me, oh my, if we open our eyes, I think we're both gonna find that it's a wonderful life. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. All of our friends, feet in the sand, beneath the stars, it never ends, and we got no explanations, 'cause there's no expectations, just beautiful faces and nowhere to go. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, when the light hits your smile, there's a fire that ignites at the bottom of my heart. Ooh, me, oh my, if we open our eyes, I think we're both gonna